Today I'm just going to very quickly talk about a handful of features in the new version 1.7 that will be upon us very soon for Hedger Pro. Now the first thing I'm just going to mention is the commission deduction. Now if I go over to the account section, when you first look into Hedger Pro, this is where you land. You put your commission in here. Now mine is set at 2%. Because that's where I am in the UK and that's what I can have it at. But if you're in Australia, for example, unfortunately you're going to get charged a higher commission depending on where you are in the world. I think it's 6%, so you'd enter that over here at 6%. Now if I come over to research, whatever system that I run here in my research within Hedger Pro, it would actually deduct that 2%, 6%, whatever your commission that you've entered at the start, that will be factored in here within any research you do for any system. But the main thing is, if I come over to my bets, so as my bets populate here, you see there's a PCOM. So this is a virtual commission deduction based on the amount that you've set at the start in your account section. So this will give you a good idea of what your total is over the day for your profit and loss with the commission deducted on your wins. So that's a feature that's been strongly requested by everyone. Totally understand why, because if you're looking at your profit and loss without any commission deduction, it's not an accurate figure. So there you go. That will now be added in version 1.7. So while we're on the bets page, let me just point out this new feature that we've added called simulation mode. And the point of this is to take you from the research you do actually within the research tool when you're creating your systems and give you a period of time where you may want to look at it as a sort of simulation mode, as if you were using actual money. So this will allow you to do that. You can set a date range for it. You can simulate specific projects that you got over here and different systems in your draft, and then you can simulate them and see how they would have performed just within a simulation mode using artificial money. Pretty cool feature. It's kind of like a stepping stone going from research through to the test phase before you actually start investing your hard-earned money with any systems that you've made, paid for, imported from other members, however you've got them. But then you want to actually test them in that simulation process. Just gives you that period of time where you can build up some confidence before actually staking real money. Just a couple of things as well with the management section. So if I go over here to management now, you can see it all looks a little bit different in the research section. You have some new options, which I will go into all the different filters that open up here. But for now, let's focus on the management section. And if typically you were trying to organize your list of systems that you would have here, you would have to go through them all, scroll down, up and down. If you have to delete them, you have to delete them one by one. It would clip back up to the top. You have to scroll down. But now you can just select whichever ones you want, and then you've got global settings. You can delete them in bulk actions. So that makes what would be hours of work into minutes of work, just tidying up what you actually have in your portfolio and your available systems. So let's just make the whole process a lot quicker and a lot easier to manage what you actually have from your draft systems to your project systems. Now, one thing on that with the actual project systems, you can export things from your project. So you can actually go through and select individual draft systems, which will be available for you here. You can export historical. You can export them as an Excel or CSV, and you can actually download them and export qualifying bets, which will look pretty much something like this. So whatever you export will come up in an Excel sheet, and then show you them bet by bet, which I know is very useful. When you're in Excel, you can then go through and do some seasonal analysis and get more of a vibe on how things have gone historically over time, and that is helpful to have that. So you'll be able to do that from the actual research, from any systems that you have active. You'll be able to export them, see the data. You can actually do it as well from the portfolio section within the projects, which is another feature that I'll go through in another video. So that's a few strongly requested features that are coming into version 1.7. I'll give you some more UI and project manager type features in the next video, but I just want to keep these short and snappy so you've got quick insights into what's coming up into this new update into Hedger Pro. And obviously it's an exciting update, a lot of work being gone into it, so we'll have to actually create a detailed user manual, get the AI filled with all the information that it needs to be able to answer any of your questions. And obviously we'll give you the extra support as you go through the transition from 1.6 to 1.7. So I'm not going to bombard you today, just wanted to show you a few things that have been strongly requested that will be ready and available in this new 1.7 update.